Welcome to the Natural Health Podcast, where we bring awareness of sustainable health in the business hustle space. Natural Health Podcast is perfect for the high-performing individuals who want to work with their biochemistry to achieve optimal health. It's Wednesday, which means it's time for What Would I Do? In today's episode of the Natural Health Podcast, we discuss this week's question. All questions are kept confidential and I read them and answer them as if it was me, hence why it's called What Would I Do? The information provided is not to be taken as advice and is solely for information purposes only. I am not here to cure, treat, or provide medical advice. I'm here to educate and inform you so you're able to take steps towards optimal health. Please discuss any medical issues or changes to your lifestyle with your healthcare professional. Let's get into today's question. This question is a very common one. I'm so glad it came in. A lot of individuals suffer with this, so let's get into it. Today's question is, I have really bad reflux. I'm currently taking Nexium, but I wanted to know if there is anything I can do naturally to improve my reflux. Thank you for writing in with this question. Let's get into and first have an understanding what is reflux. Look, it's also known as gastroesophageal reflux disease, also known as heartburn or reflux. It's repeated exposure to the esophagus to gastric contact leading to symptoms such as heartburn and so forth. But did you know that 25% of the population experience reflux monthly? That is a lot of individuals who suffer from reflux. Symptoms are burning sensations in the esophageal region, chest pain, cough, and just that hoarseness feeling in the throat, right? So what is the esophagus? Well, it has muscular wall that contract and relax rhythmically, pushing the food down the tube through the lower esophagus sphincter and into the stomach. Ideally, the esophagus is one-way tube that goes down to the stomach, and rarely does the contact from the stomach go back up into the esophagus. This is due to the lower esophageal sphincter with the tube, right? So thanks to this tube, what happens is the food is only going down, it doesn't go up. Unfortunately, individuals who have reflux, it goes up, right? So the sphincter is normally kept shut, not sometimes the pressure inside the stomach becomes so great that it blows open and allows food plus some powerful stomach acid to come back into the esophagus, and this is reflux. So that is essentially what reflux is. And I know that individuals mentioned also Nexium, so let's get an understanding of what is Nexium, right? Nexium is a proton pump inhibitor. Okay, Nexium, also known as esomeprazole magnesium, is a proton pump inhibitor that decreases the amount of acid produced in the stomach. Nexium is not for immediate relief of heartburn symptoms, and I'm reading this off what it says on their website. It's usually given for only a 4 to 8 week period and no longer than that. It's not long-term use. I know individuals who have been on Nexium for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years. It says here medically it's only supposed to be used for 4 to 8 weeks. Right, but what this Nexium does is it reduces the amount of stomach acid we make. Stomach acid is key for digestion, right? So what it also does is it reduces a number of nutrients in our body, being vitamin B12, iron, and sodium. So it's reducing these key vitamins and minerals from our body whilst taking in Nexium. So what is the whole connection, right? Why do we have reflux? Why do individuals have reflux? And so many individuals, all right? So the reason you get reflux is due to your lower esophageal sphincter's function. There is a poor tone allowing the reflux of gastric acid secretion into the esophagus. What makes it worse? What are the risk factors? Obesity, age, medication, stress, diet, hypochlorhydria, which means you're not making enough acid. So low acid, you're not making enough acid, so you'll be confused because you've been told that too much acid causes heartburn, right? The hypothesis that food is inadequately broken down and stays in the stomach for a long period of time, leading to reflux content into the esophagus, that is seen as the cause of reflux. So that is because it's not because you're making too much acid, it's because the food is not broken down the way it's supposed to be broken down, and it stays in your stomach for a long period of time, leading it to push up, open up your lower esophagus, sphincter, and the food come up. But then when you think about it, what's Nexium doing? It's even further reducing that acid, which means it's further reducing our ability to digest our food, which means it stays in our stomach longer. Just a little connection. Okay, so questions I would ask before I would do anything is why is the reflux there? Is it gastritis? Do I have that, or do I have a peptic ulcer? Am I obese or am I overweight? Does chocolate, coffee, fatty meals, alcohol make this worse? When is my condition worse and when is my condition better? What makes it better and what makes it worse? That's what you need to understand. How long have I been taking Nexium or other protein pump inhibitors for? For short term, long term? Am I deficient in any of the minerals and vitamins that this medication is reducing from me? Do I have low stomach acid? Okay, these are questions that I would be asking myself. What would I do if I had reflux? I've actually had reflux previously, but the reason why I had reflux is because I had gastritis, and that is why I had reflux. But I don't have reflux. I can say I haven't had reflux for ages. Okay, I can say haven't had it for ages. So what would I do? I would first of all increase my protein in my diet, because amino acids may help strengthen the connective tissue in the sphincter, okay, if there's an issue with that, because what it does is it's going to produce the collagen production of the amino acids, okay. I would increase my vegetables to increase minerals and nutrients, because a low vegetable diet has been positively associated with reflux disease. I would avoid any foods that trigger my reflux, such as the ones that I mentioned: alcohol, alcohol, chocolate, coffee, fatty meals, so forth. There may be something else for you. I would have zinc. Zinc may assist with hydrocolloid production, improve digestion if there's an issue with this. So it's going to improve your digestion, which means your food's not going to stay in your stomach as long, less risk of getting reflux. I would have a symptoms diary. I would make a symptom diary. So when I do get reflux, I'll write down what I ate, what I did during the day, how my stress was, and so forth. I would include chamomile. I love chamomile. I grew up with chamomile. I love chamomile. Just so underestimated. Chamomile is anti-inflammatory, but also has an anti-ulcer effect, right? If there are any ulcers there, it could be useful in gastritis and reflux, which is associated, many of are associated with stress and anxiety. Have chamomile tea, but just make sure for individuals, be wary, because if it's too hot, individuals who already have burning sensations, they may not be good for them. So you might have to wait till it's cooled down. So that's with the hot food also. Be wary of hot. I wouldn't be eating hot or drinking hot food. Okay, let it cool down, because it may be damaged. And this is why I would get in touch with a medical professional to see if there is any damage in my esophagus. I would stop smoking if I do smoke. I would lose weight if I was overweight. This is the key one. This one changed my reflux, my gastritis. Is eat 3 hours before going to bed. Do not eat close to bed. Leave a gap between food and bed, okay? And do not overeat. I used to do this all the time because I love food. I was just like, oh my god, yum, 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 food. Things that could assist would be raising your bed by about 15 centimeters, raise the foot of your bed, so raising the bed by 15 centimeters, because it would decrease the episode because of the postural change. So you'll kind of like be sleeping like this, a bit up, right? Because it can help with the episodes of reflux. The other one is also lying on your left side while sleeping appears to elevate reflux, and I would ensure that I'm hydrated to the max. So these are the things that I would do if I was exposed to reflux, which I have been, and I have done these and they have worked. So, and I have been provided, and I have been given Nexium previously. So I'm here talking to you with experience in this topic. So try and change a few things in your lifestyle. I would change a number of things, and I have changed a number of things, and it has helped. So let me know what you think. I hope this shed some light to your question. Anyone listening who may have this issue. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact me on Mihaela Raguz on Instagram, and I'll be in touch with you. And hopefully your question will make it to this podcast, so I'm able to answer it, and others will be able to benefit from it too. Remember, you're not alone in the journey of optimal health. I'm here to assist you and make this journey a pleasant one. Until next Wednesday, not Monday. Love you.